Okay, so let's see if we can charge this car off of this UPS. First thing, got the car charger plugged in to the UPS here, and let's see what happens when we remove the grid. So unfortunately, we get this red light, which means, as I understand, there's some kind of ground issue. So I think that means that the ground on the UPS is kind of floating, and it's got noise on it. So the charger picks that up and doesn't like it. So what I'm gonna try next is this little plug that's got the neutral here bonded to the ground here, to see if we can get rid of that problem. So we are plugged in again, and we got our green light back, and we got our neutral tied to ground with the plug here. So let's see what happens when we lose the grid. Still got a green light. So let's see if we can charge. Says we're only doing 5 watts. We're not charging yet. Hey, no, wait. Started. Come on. Just doesn't want to go. So this UPS is a 1500 volt amp UPS, but it's only rated for 865 watts. So let's see what happens when we plug it in back to the grid, see if it can charge. I'll give this one more shot, trying to charge this car. Plugged in to the grid right now with the UPS. And we're going. So it should give me 3 minutes of charge if it didn't need the grid. So we're doing 921 watts to the car. The car is on the 8 amp setting. So 8 amps, yeah, that's about 920 watts. So Star and Chevy engineers designed the car to have a unity power factor. Let's see what happens. FO2 fault. So what that means is a short circuit output on the output, which gives us about a 10% overload. It says 865 watts rated, so it's about 10% over at 920 watts. But it's just a little guy that couldn't charge the car. Either I need to get a bigger UPS or a Honda generator or something, but I'm gonna have to put this guy back on the desktop to help edit this video. So what did we learn today, Vix? I hear people say that failure is always an option. What I think happened was when the car started to try to charge, I think that UPS there probably had the voltage drop, and maybe gave the onboard charger reason to stop charging. But yeah, I think we can, if our car gets stranded, we can buy a generator to help it get going again to where we can get to a charger, or maybe a bigger UPS. But chargers, the OEM charger at least, is a little picky about the ground, so that's good to know. I've read some forums where if somebody plugs in a leaf blower to their house and tries to charge their car at the same time, they have that red light issue, ground fault issue on the charger. So that's good to know. And when you're buying your UPS and you're trying to consider whether or not you want to have that as an option to help out a stranded car, you got to look at both the volt amp and the wattage rating, because you can have a capacitive or inductive load and do your full 1500 volt amps, but you're only going to get your 865 watts. So that's something you gotta know when you're buying your UPS. So see you next time.